Did someone say it's behind you? Nice. Was it the Amdram in the corner? Not unexpected, actually. Yes, it is customary that when we have do's like this, I tend to write little witty ditties about this stuff. I've done that as well. Weirdly enough, there is some audience participation, which you can wait for. And some of you may have already noticed that Gareth and Gemma are also sort of G and G. And so when you hear the words, "Let me hear a cheer," for G and G, if you could cheer, that'd make the whole thing go much better. There's a little tune I've written for Gareth and Gemma. Gemma Hewitt knew it, I'll go through it best I can. When she first met Gareth at the wedding of Sophie and Dan. She thought he was a sweetie, but then soon she'd realise he was like a Duracell bunny and about the same size. And one thing that you just cannot ignore are these crazy shapes these two threw on the floor. Gareth Owen James, he claims, was only there to see and to celebrate in style the wedding of Dan and Sophie. Sitting next to Gemma and then trying to look swish, he decided to ask if he could eat leftover fish. True story. And then he spilled red wine down his white shirt. And Gemma thought, this guy's an awful flirt. Oh, G and G, C, he and she were always meant to be a love that's gonna last for an eternity. So let me hear you give a cheer for G and G. Yay! Awesome. That first meeting happened back in 2006. You would think they wouldn't want to wait too long for their next fix. But it was 4 years later when they went on their first date. But a pub lunch and a walk along the beach was worth the wait. And what more could make a girl swoon or sway than a ride on the miniature railway? Smooth. Gemma, she was smitten and she told him once or twice, but the only thing that Gareth would say was, "Thank you, that's nice." Not so smooth. At another wedding of a friend, he did declare that it was indeed a feeling that he did indeed share. It seems like weddings make this couple coup, and now they can't stop saying, "I love you." Oh, G and G, C, he and she were always meant to be a love that's gonna last for an eternity. So let me hear you give a cheer for G and G. Yay! Moving in together to the lodge, the perfect place. The relationship was now moving at a much faster pace. The happy couple living there in perfect harmony. Just remember, follow Gemma's coloured J-cloths policy. And things were to get even better still, as Gareth plucked up courage and the will, returning to the place at which they first met long ago. On her birthday and on bended knee he finally proposed. Then back to the lodge she found a Christmas wonderland, but there was still more one surprise that Gareth had planned. A fireworks display and then a kiss. And all of that has led us all to this. Don't use it now, Tom, come on. G and G, C, he and she were always meant to be a love that's gonna last for an eternity. So let me hear you give a cheer for G and G. It's plain to see, he and she were always meant to be a love that's gonna last for an eternity. So let me hear you give